Everybody, welcome to a night of NCAA March Madness basketball. We've been waiting for this moment for weeks, months, for the year, however long you've been waiting. We are here now, officially getting started with March Madness. Everybody, shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up as well. We got a good show tonight. Good show tonight for you guys. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. It feels like it's been too long since we had the gang together. So it's great to see you guys in the chat, getting it going. Starting it off as far as the votes go. We've got 65% for the Buffaloes holding it down. Let's go. The Midge, what up, yo? What's going on with you, Midge in the house? Tactical in the building. What's up, Lexa? What's going on, everybody? Shantae in the house. What up, Shantae? Dan in the building. I ain't seen you in a minute, Dan. How you been, man? How's the family going? Listen, it's been crazy. It's been a real crazy month. We've had a lot of ridiculous news, but hey, I'm ready to get into some basketball. I am ready to get into some basketball. Talking about snow. Listen, we had 60. It was like 60 degrees back to back. 60 degrees back to back. I was outside. I was playing basketball. We shooting around with the kids and all that good stuff. Lady was enjoying the weather. And fast forward to now, it's snow on the ground, couple inches, super windy. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy. But it is March in New York. So, hey, what are you going to do? I just says, what's been going on lately with the family? Hey, listen, I'm just glad to see you guys back. Always having a good time with each and every one of you. Chastity in the house. What up, Chastity? What's going on with you? As we got the Buffaloes and the Broncos tonight. I think this will be a good one. I think this is going to be a good start as we get going with March Madness here. Now, as far as the spread, you guys are looking at 3.5. 3.5. Colorado is favored. The over-under is 143.5. Money line is minus 175 for the Buffaloes, and then plus 150 for the Broncos. So yeah, we got a lot of basketball coming up, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of basketball. The Miz says, who you got winning it all? Oh, my goodness. Listen. You know, there's been just all kinds of craziness. You guys know how the bracket things go, which also, for the people who doing brackets, if anybody actually wins it, I got a $50 contest going on for you guys. $50 winner take all. Whoever gets it. It's going to be ridiculous if somebody does. And you probably should win $1 million, but Jay got 50 for you if you get it, yeah. Shout out to you, Shante. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I don't it's tough. I mean, I'm probably leaning more towards Purdue. And then obviously, you know, UNC's a long shot. But you know, it's I think at this point it's really anybody's. You know, that's how March Madness goes, man. You just don't know. You just don't know who's going to take it. You don't know who's going to do what. Kentucky just had one of their big players go down, so that's going to change things. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Tatico says all the brackets are getting busted. Y'all know this. Hey, we'll see. We'll see, man. Boise shots 3-pointers. Yeah, you know, I did hear that Boise State did have a lot of people that could shoot the 3 ball. So we'll see how that goes tonight. See how that helps him. But you know what's funny is Colorado's last loss came from Oregon, and I remember we were calling the football game with the Buffaloes and Oregon, and the Oregon just completely destroyed them in football, and it looks like you know, Oregon's another one in the conversation too, right? It's kind of crazy. But we'll see. We'll see. Dan says, I miss you, Jay. How was your day today? It was good, man. It was good. Nice little chill day. Literally chill because it's cold outside. And then, when it got some food and stuff and all that good stuff, it's back to winter weather. So back in hibernation mode for at least a few days. But I'm hoping that it ends soon because I would like to enjoy some nice weather and some sun. Some sun, my friend. That is a fact. What up, Eric? Eric said he got the jacket in the building. Let's go, Eric. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Daniel, what up, man? Daniel Berry in the house. Let's go, man. Omar in the building. All right, everybody, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up as we prepare to get started. Friday is going to be Purdue versus Grambling. That's going to be interesting, right? Grambling wins tonight, and we'll see what they do against Purdue. Purdue's a great team. They're a great team. I think they may be able to take care of business. Maybe it'll go all the way. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. Y'all know how we get down. Tactical says, Jay, real talk, I can't stand my garden yet. No seeds in the ground because of first still. Listen, I actually was thinking about doing some planting some fruits and vegetables, bro. I was legit thinking about it. But then I was like, with the winters here, what the hell could I grow? What can you grow in New York? Seriously, I know everybody does syrup, right? You do maple syrup here. That's a big thing that people do. But what the hell can you grow in New York, yo? Legit. Leo says, I'm waiting for college football. Yeah, man. Listen, I promise you guys, I'm going to be on college football heavy next season. We had a fun time last season, but I'm definitely gonna be on it this season for sure. I'm so excited for Easter at the end of this month. Yeah, man, Easter is always a good time, especially a good time for the kids, and they do the little Easter egg hunts and all that kind of stuff, and you get all the I used to always get those Reese's, the Reese's, the Reese's buttercup eggs. Those things are so bad for you, but always get them. Leo says, I lost 85K last year. What? You lost 85K? Come on, yo. That's crazy. Was it like parlays or was it straight up? Tactical says beans, carrots, beets, cabbage, and tomatoes in New York. So yeah, I heard about the tomatoes, but I didn't know about cabbage. So cabbage, carrots, beets, beans, and tomatoes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look into that, man. Cause listen, I went to Whole Foods earlier. Yo, I went to Whole Foods earlier. I'm gonna tell you. Well, we got a little bit of time before the game gets started, but I went to Whole Foods earlier. I went and got a spring mix salad, an organic rotisserie chicken, the already cooked one, some Tate's chocolate chip walnut cookies. I got some oatmeal because I'm an oatmeal guy. I like oatmeal. What else did I get? Oh, I got some cream of wheat too, and literally $51. $51. So I'm standing after I cashed out, I'm like, yo, I gotta start growing stuff, yo. I was straight up. I'm about to just make a nice little plot in the backyard, and I'm about to start growing some stuff, yo. Straight up, cabbage and all that. Yeah, that's gonna be on the menu. Straight up, yo. I'm dead serious because it's been wild. It's been wild for sure. Says favorite Easter candy. What's your favorite, Jay? I love jelly beans and Peeps. some people love Peeps. I just never got with him. Like I get it, but I just never rock with him. My favorite Easter candy is gonna be Reese's. It's always the eggs, the peanut butter and chocolate eggs for sure. Anu says, can Grambling upset Purdue? I'm gonna have to look into that, bro. I'm gonna look into it tomorrow. I'll probably give a prediction on that. I'm supposed to get my brother on as well. He wants to do a little early, so we may actually just sit down early in the morning on Friday and mine that out with you guys. Get into some Purdue and Grambling predictions and stuff like that over the weekend. So yeah, we might work that out. Be here. Make sure you're here Friday, and then we'll chop that up for real. Leslie says, as much as I like the San Antonio Spurs, I can't believe how bad they've been doing with their new phenomenal player they got. So, the big problem with Wembanyama is the fact that he is the great talent that he is, but he's expected to be, I think he's expected to do more than what he can handle. And that's not saying that he's not a good player, because he really is. We use the word freak sometimes, but like he's a freak talent, in a good way. The guy's tall, he can block. It's very easy for him to maneuver around the court. He can move like a smaller player. But the big problem is, for the Spurs to win, right? He's got to put up like 40 a night, and that's just not going to happen, right? He's good for 30, pushing it to like 35, but if the Spurs are going to win, somebody's going to have to step up. They may have to trade for somebody, get him some help in there. But for right now, I mean, he's doing a phenomenal job. He's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. And it's a shame because, you see the talent that he has. And if you can get him, a solid point guard and maybe a solid forward, Spurs got to figure it out. They got to figure it out for sure. Shante says, I can definitely see Grambling upsetting Purdue because there's been a lot of upsets this year. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just don't know. Purdue's been on this weird run, and if it could be their year, I think they may have a good shot for sure. Shout out to you, Patty. Let's go, Patty in the house. Patty has sat in the building. Let's go, family in the house. Says this year, as I'm picking opposite of every team I think will win after 5K. Yeah, that's the good old inverse yourself. Right? You think it's going to be, one team and you're like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to go this way. But then you're kicking yourself because, the team that you were going to pick win. You just got to really sit down and do the research, man. That's all. We got about 17 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 17 minutes before we get started. Tip-off is going to be about 17 minutes. Just waiting for these guys to get ready. These Buffaloes and the Broncos. Having a good time with you guys tonight. Dan says, I think for the next NFL season, I might vote for the underdog team more than often than the home team. So that's... I mean, hey, you could vote, root or vote for whatever you want. I was saying that I do think the difference between next year as far as the NFL is we're going to have a lot of games to where we don't know what's going to happen or we don't know who's really going to win. And I'll tell you why. If you look at some of the teams and who they picked up and who they traded for and just how things are going, you're going to have a lot of situations to where you really, really don't know, who's going to be dominant. And to be honest, I think that works in the NFL's favor as well as Vegas for multiple reasons. Because if they take away the ability for people to really, really, figure things out and narrow things down as far as, who's going to be dominant and who's going to win by spreads and things like that, that's just more money for them. Way more money for them. So, yeah, I think it's definitely, something to look into and something to talk about because next year NFL is going to be way different. Way different for sure. Shante says, did you see that the NFL was trying to get rid of the hip drop tackle? I did. I did see that. Once again, I think this is one of those things where they look at these statistics and they look at the analytics and they say, all right, we're going to make this decision to get rid of this, or we're going to make this decision to get rid of that. And they're doing it based on, how many injuries have happened because of this specific, move, or, this specific scenario. So I definitely think, if it makes sense because of, injuries, then sure. But if they're just doing it just to make the game more difficult for the defense, it kind of sucks, because I feel like the defense is severely handicapped as far as what they can do already. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy for sure. Eric says Alabama and A&M is beating Austin P. Okay. Let's go, man. Did you... Hold on, no, so they're coming through now. Why did UConn get such a tough bracket? Listen, UConn's normally been a good team, though. I mean, if you go back over the years, they've been pretty successful. So, I don't think you'd want to put them in an easy bracket. You got to make them boys work for it for sure. Definitely there's a few teams that have to be in, certain brackets, because it would just be too easy for sure. Eric says, my oranges are sprouting. My peach tree is showing buds. My apple trees are starting to bud. I just planted cucumbers and tomatoes and lettuce and cabbage and raspberry, and blueberries are starting to bud. Let's go. Shout out to you, Eric. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm going to start because, it's only a matter of time before, food starts getting way too crazy. Like I said, I went to Whole Foods today and I was like, all right, maybe I need to figure some things out. I need to start getting in the backyard, playing my own food. Tactical says UConn is a monster program. Yeah, man. Listen, you got UConn, Gonzaga, Kentucky, obviously Purdue, UNC, Duke. I mean, these are all, schools that have had phenomenal programs over the years, and, they invest heavily into their, basketball programs. They invest heavily into recruiting, and, it's very difficult to beat these guys because the majority of them have 4 to 5 star recruits. So what are you going to do? You got to be a good coach. You got to strategize. You got to figure out a way to beat them. And, it's just the reality of it. Without a doubt. Eric says, Jay, you need to learn how to live off the land. Listen, I've got pretty good survival skills, my friend. I do. I think now I'm just getting to the point now that I'm older. It's like, all right, I'm going to start like switching some things up as far as like just living in general. Like, all right, start growing my own food and, figure out things like that, because, it's cool to be able to go to the store and get what you want. But I'm looking at it like, all right, this is kind of getting ridiculous as the months go on. And as far as how, prices of everything is going up. But quick shout outs, ladies and gentlemen, to Randall Hall, as well as Carlo Gabrielle for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. So yeah, I think that's a big thing too, as far as, figuring out, living off the land for sure, especially now. We got about 12 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started with these Buffaloes and the Broncos. March Madness NCAA men's basketball. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel as we prepare to get started here. Raised beds if you're in an urban area, easy to do in the beds. You control the soil more. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Tactical, you gotta shoot me an email, bro. We gotta chop it up. I gotta learn some things. Jacob, what up, man? What's going on with you? Hi, Jacob, how you feel about your Steelers, bro? Listen, I ain't going front. I think to a certain degree, a lot of people are hating on the Steelers because it's Russell Wilson and it's Justin Fields, right? And if you look at the issues that Russell Wilson has as far as now being a veteran and, getting towards the end of his years, but then obviously you look at Justin Fields and everyone's basing his worth and value off of how well he played in Chicago. I think it's going to be interesting. I think however Mike Tomlin and that coaching organization can figure it out, I think that's definitely going to be I think it may be surprising. I do. I think it'll definitely may be surprising for sure. Jacob says, how do you feel about the Bills? Oof. No comment. No comment, yo. Leo says, I'm a truck driver. That's how I know. Shout out to you, Leo. Yeah, man. Yeah. So listen, you gotta make it work for you, bro. You know how that go. You gotta make it work for you. King Smooth, what up, man? King Smooth in the house. Tatigo says, I'm doing a live tomorrow night about gardening with a friend of mine, a bigger channel. Casey Little Owl, 6 p.m. Central. Yeah. I'll check it out. I'm down for that. 6 Central, what is that? Is that 7 Eastern or 8 Eastern? I think that's 7 Eastern, right? Yeah. Well, if it's 7 Eastern, I'll probably have to watch it after because I play basketball at 7. So, but yeah, I'll definitely go back and check it out. Just email me the link for sure. Jacob says you guys should be solid with Diggs and Allen, bro. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. I am at the point now where I'm just not. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not a fan of Diggs anymore. I'm just not a fan of what he's brought to the organization. For those who know, you know why. For those who don't know, there's just been, a terrible amount of antics and locker room garbage and just social media trash that you wouldn't want to see out of your your star player. And it's just really unfortunate because you would expect more out of someone like him to, I guess, help out the franchise more. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 7 more minutes before we get started here with Colorado and Boise State. You're rocking with your boy Jay tonight. NCAA March Madness, college basketball on the men's side. We're going to try to get into women's too. We're not going to leave the women out, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to try to get into some women's basketball as well. We'll try and figure out the schedule for that. But yeah, for the next 2 weeks, we are all college basketball. I've got, what do I got here? Well, 3 weeks because we still got the championship and all that stuff too. Kingsville says, Jay, I'm bear down all the way. Listen, I respect it. Lions fans, Bears fans, Steelers, Bills fans, anybody around around the lake. That's how it go around the lake. I respect it, man. I think those 4, 5, franchises have had their issues and their trouble. And I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are so excited to see what the Lions did last year. And there's a lot of people that were proud, of Dan Campbell and Jared Goff and the Lions organization. So, if anybody can do it in one of those areas, hey, more power to them for sure. Shada says the Bills are going up against the Jags in week 1. Will it feel weird for you seeing Gabe on the other side? You know what? The big thing that aggravates me in regards to Gabe Davis going to the Jaguars is the fact that people made such a funk and they had such an issue as far as with paying Gabe Davis the money that he wasn't worth. And so now we come to find out that obviously, someone did see his value and someone did see that he was worth the money and paid him what he was worth. So, I think a lot of people use the excuse of, he's not worth it because they knew the Bills were under cap. or I'm sorry, over cap, and they had to get under it. And you know, I think they let a good player go. I think that they should have realized that Gabe was probably going to be more of the franchise or worth more to the franchise than Stephon Diggs is, considering, you know, he's younger. He can be molded and trained more and coached more than Stephon Diggs could. I mean, you guys know I break this down a lot, but that's just, you know, it is going to feel weird. I think it's, you know, it sucks to a degree because I feel like he definitely still, his time wasn't over in Buffalo. And, you know, we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm just saying, who's going to be talking the most garbage when he puts up, you know, 120 yards and like 2 touchdowns? Somebody's going to be legit crying about it. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Alexis says, I like Caitlin Clark. Listen, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. There's a ton of talent over there in the NCAA women's basketball right now. And, you know, if you haven't been paying attention, definitely start watching those games because, you know, I'm starting to really get into it. And I'm like, wow, you know, they're playing with the heart, the grit, the energy that the men are. So, like I said, we're definitely going to get into the women's as well, for sure. Guy says Jags offense is now 18% Buffalo. Listen, man, you know, it says a lot. And you guys know, I keep it real. I thought the Chiefs were going to pick up, you know, Gabe Davis for sure. I was really surprised by the Jags. But then the Chiefs went on to pick up, you know, Hollywood Brown. So, you know, I think they're in the same situation when it comes to money and all that kind of stuff. So they had to, you know, sacrifice as far as, you know, who they could pick or where they could pick up from. But I think, you know, Gabe will do fine with the Jags. And then obviously Marquise Brown. He's done it. He's going to do great with Kansas City. And, you know, he'll definitely be a target that Mahomes can use or even a distraction for Kelsey. I mean, that's a big thing too, you know, for sure. Brian Allen in the building. What up, Brian? Let's go, man. Wrench gang in the house. All right. We got the gang in the house. Almost the whole gang. Shout out to you guys. NCAA ladies do ball. They do, man. They do. I'm telling you, it's looking crazy. It's looking crazy. We got a couple minutes, ladies and gentlemen, a couple more minutes before tip off as we get started with these Buffaloes as well as these Broncos. And I think this would be a good one. As we prepare to get started. Stakes
are high and where the pressure is getting hot. As we welcome you to Dayton and True TV's exclusive coverage of the
all right.
teams built by the Home Depot. And boy, we have been looking forward to this matchup.
Caitlin beat Mark Price's all-time record. I seen that, bro. It's crazy. She's got a few records right now.
And one of these two teams will be moving on to Indianapolis for a date with the Gators on Friday afternoon. And with that, we say hello again here at Dayton. Spiro Adidas, Jim Spinarkle. We'll hear from John Rothstein here in just a second. We've been looking forward to this matchup. As soon as the brackets came out, two teams that have some firepower, strong. This is
Jay. Can you name one college male basketball player that shoots better than Caitlin Clark?
Really shoot the ball well. They shoot the three-point at 39%. So watch for that. On the other side of the equation, they have 3 players.
I mean, from a percentage standpoint, because I mean, if we're talking just shooting now, come on. I mean, you know, anyone can shoot if they got space. So are we talking from a percentage standpoint, or are we just talking like in general?
That is an all-conference first-team player for them. You see the number just under 20.
Because I think, you know, that's important. Shout out to you, Michael. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the $1 Cash App donation. Let's go. Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Ric Flair, where are you at? Let's go. Y'all forgot. Y'all thought Ric Flair was off the job. We got Ric Flair in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Shout out to Brian Allen coming through with the $20 super chat showing the love. Let's go. Shout out to you, Brian. Ric Flair, where are you at? Let's go. Shout out to you right now. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support as well. Thank you for the $20 super chat donation. Wrench Gang holding it down. So just stopped in to say hi to everyone. Brian Allen, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for being here. You know how we do. You know, we're on March Madness now, but we always keep keep all sports except for like pickleball and golf and all that stuff. If y'all want to talk about that, then y'all gonna have to hold the conversation. I can only talk about what I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready here for tip-off. These Buffaloes as well as the Broncos March Madness men's basketball. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications as we get ready for tip-off. Demid says, I'm talking in the game. She knows she's being double under pressure, but hitting any shot, where can I see a guy do that? I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do that. Here we have tip-off, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go as Boise State will win the tip-off, and they'll start with the ball. Here we go.
Spiro, you know, you mentioned a second ago how we were looking forward to this game. I think the building had been looking forward to this game also. There's an intensity here to start off.
Quick pass inside, try to go off the rim. Doesn't go as Colorado gets the rebound. Quick three, short, rebound, Buffaloes. And that doesn't go either. Boise State rebound.
Just stopped in to say hi to everyone.
And that doesn't go both sides. A little slow off the shooting right now as the Buffaloes get the rebound back.
Colorado making their 16th all-time appearance, their first since 2021.
Backing down, spin, thought about it, passes inside, loses the ball. Boise State gets the steal.
Well defended. That side of the floor trying to take it away from the three-point.
Drives in, creates some space off the glass. That goes. Boise State will score first as Anderson gets it going.
Anderson, the transfer from UC San Diego, where he averaged 13 and 3 assists in his freshman year.
Colorado kicks it inside.
Nice matchup with him and Simpson. Nice help there.
Almost stolen, gets it back. Nice pass inside, off the glass goes, and Buffaloes will answer. Scores 2-2. Tactical says, Jay, if you can, I would love to see you cover Tennessee in this tournament if you can find this right time and matchup. Yeah, without a doubt. Let me know the days that they're, or the day in the schedule that they're playing. We should definitely be able to get them in, for sure.
Texas Tech transfer who has given this team another dimension offensively.
Quick pass to the outside, back to the inside.
He can pass out of the post, too.
Backs down, jump hook doesn't go. Boise State rebound. Both sides starting off fairly slow. As Anderson, wide open three, doesn't hit. They get the rebound back.
He's got the ability to jump over people.
Stanley, nice move, hand in his face, can't hit. Rebound Buffaloes.
Simpson. So both teams a little bit jittery at the start. Boise State
says Kentucky averages 90 points. You got to do one of their games. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, we'll figure out, like I said, we'll figure out the schedule, and we'll do a Kentucky game and a Tennessee game as well.
So it's back from Simpson.
So far, some switching out front.
Drives inside, kicks it back out, has to shoot the long three, doesn't go. Air ball. This will be Boise State rebound.
And this ugly offensive start continues. Rice thought about the
Boise State 0 for 3. And that's going to be another bad shot for Boise State as the Buffaloes on transition. Quick pass inside off the glass. That goes. And the Buffaloes will make it 4-2. Tactical, yeah, man. It feels good. It feels good.
O'Brien and De Silva are the only two players left from Colorado's last NCAA tournament team in 2021.
Quick pass to the outside. Tries to fight through the screen.
10 to shoot.
Abo drives inside, high off the glass. That goes. No tie it up. 4 apiece. Lexi, it's 2 quarters, but they're long quarters. Yeah, they're long quarters basically. Ncaa, what up, yo? What's going on with you? Quick pass outside. 10 seconds to shoot. Drives inside. Tries to get the fake. Doesn't bite. And that doesn't go. Boise State rebound. What time is the Gonzaga game, Ncaa? Because I ball at 7. I ball between 7 and 9, so it had to be before 7 or after 9. De Silva tries to go reverse off the glass, and that goes. 6 apiece. 425. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Yeah, as that's going to be out of bounds. Boise State ball. All right, so we got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Slow start for both sides. Nothing too crazy going on. Obviously, I think trying to work out the jitters and all that fun stuff. And, it's how these games go. It's how these games go. And, especially when you got it all on the line right now, being March Madness. We're going to take a quick timeout commercial break. 7:25 Eastern time. Yeah, see, I play ball between 7 and 9. So it would have to, if I do stream a game, it'd have to be, around, I'd say probably between like 2 and 6 or after 9. Cat Daddy, Purdue's playing Friday. They're playing Friday. They'll be playing Grambling on Friday. We're in a quick commercial break. Timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Quick commercial break, timeout. Dimension, I got you, bro. I can get you a video of me balling. We can do that. I should do like a live stream. Me balling. I might actually make that happen. Yeah, we'll do like a live stream because like we play games like set between 7 and 9. It's normally 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, full court. So yeah, I might just live stream one of them, yo. That'll be kind of cool. As yeah, we'll make that happen. I gotta figure out how to like set the camera and all that stuff, but we might just do that for real.
Game of March Madness, the Capital One NCAA March Madness Men's Bracket Challenge is here. So get your bracket started. Play.ncaa.com.
Where's Purple? I'm not sure. I mean, it is kind of late, so she may be asleep, but I'm sure she'll pop in
at the helm of this program
eventually in the next couple days.
Boise State
So we're tied up here, ladies and gentlemen, 6-6 as Boise State inbounds.
Is this the year that they finally get a tournament win?
Quick pass outside, fakes the three. Gets double team, kicked it outside. Anderson drives high off the glass, doesn't go, clean up. No, that's going to be Buffalo's rebound. Boise State has to finish inside. They're having a tough time on these second chance opportunities.
Individual matchups are working their way through. Guys are trying to feel out where they can beat somebody one-on-one.
Here comes the Silva contact, and he's headed to the free throw line.
Purple's in hibernation.
Not gonna like that call because the contact was created by the offensive player. Right there, you see him going towards the basket, but because he makes a strong move, it's a nice, solid play to the basket. So good no call there.
So Colorado's going to go to the line shooting one. And here we go.
In his native Brazil. So he and his sibling grew up in Germany.
And hits the first free throw.
Dreamt he'd end up in Boulder. And what a player he's become. He was a COVID recruit. So he didn't set foot on campus until the decision was made. And what a stay it's been for him.
Quick pass to the outside, drives in. Anderson kicks it out.
This is Abo.
Good fake. Abo shoots the three. That's going to be in and out. Boise State gets the rebound. Another wide open three, and that one goes. And the Broncos will now tie it up 9 apiece. Really?
Shot right there too, Spiro. When you're standing
All
out
right.
there, you wait for the ball to come your way. As you see it coming your way, you kind of stride into your rhythm.
Shout out to you,
Shoot the
Alexa.
basketball. Nice delivery on the numbers.
Jim, these are two really good rebounding teams.
Quick three, that doesn't go. Boise State rebound.
Boise State on the defensive side.
This is Stanley, not a Rice. Abo.
And that's going to be a travel called on Boise State. Goes back to the Buffaloes.
Offensive player has yet to attempt a shot. Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament at ncaa.com.
This puts seatbelt on after battening down the hatches. Listen, it was super windy here earlier. Like you could feel it throughout the whole house. It was like it was crazy.
Coming his way, it's a little step that you get your rhythm going towards the basket. Roll those shoulders forward. Nice ball fake here.
Fakes the three, runs inside. Floater doesn't go as Boise State gets the rebound.
Rice feeds the post. This is Cam Martin who's checked it.
Martin, little jump hook goes. And the score is now 11-9. Boise State up by 2. Should they pay the players? That's a good question. It's a real good question. I mean, considering all the, the deals and the sponsorships and things like that, I guess the real question is, how much? How much should they pay them?
Yeah, and you see how he was looking at the second defender.
I think that's where you got to start. How much should they pay them? And then is it one of those situations where they have like a cap, right? Do they figure out how much they can spend and then go from there? Because there's a lot that goes into that. So I think it's good they're, able to get sponsorships and things like that and the NIL deals. But as far as a school paying them specifically, I don't know.
I think they may have called that on the floor, actually, too.
Alexis, wasn't this windy earlier? We had a spectacular or special weather statement. Can I check it? Yeah, check it out, Alexa. Hopefully you're safe out there.
Started the year 3-3, but 19-7 since the beginning of December.
Boise State inbounds here.
And that Mountain West Conference that has really
Anderson drives inside.
Tied for the most bids.
Kicks it back out. 10 seconds to shoot.
Spiro 15 is a shooter, so he's going to slide around.
Excellent defense by Lampkin. Here comes Abo.
And Abo gets it to go. Little layup rolls in off the rim. Score is now 13-9. Boise State up by 4.
The driving lanes are going to open up. This is probably 5 to 7 feet that they have to get to help out.
7 straight points for the Broncos.
Nice
Lampkin is going to be fouled on the catch.
That's going to be a foul.
So you space the floor a little bit, opens up a lane. Look at how wide that lane was to begin, and he recognized it.
All right, so quick timeout commercial break on the foul. So, yeah, I mean, I think at some point, right, if they're going to figure out a way to pay players in that way, I think that'll change everything. Should they do it? I mean, it's tricky to say, right? Because there's schools that have a ton of money. There's schools that barely have any money. And, where are you pulling that money from? And who should get paid what? And then, how should this all be set up? Because once you start paying players, you're going to have someone that feels that they should be getting paid more than someone else, or, someone who gets jealous because someone's getting paid this and they're like, well, I'm just as good as them. Why can't I get what they're getting? And, so I think you do run into a tricky, a slippery slope when it comes into, paying players from a college level. But, the sponsorships, like I said, the NIL deals, I think those are good. I think that's good for, for a college player. And if you want to get paid for, what you do on the court or on the field, then, make it to the pros. But just having the ability to get sponsorships and things like that at this level, I think that's a good thing, and I think they shouldn't be taking it for granted either, because there's a lot of people who didn't get paid. So, yeah. College basketball players can't be one and done. You can't pay someone who's leaving after one season. I mean, technically, you could. Not that you'd want to, but you could. What if, that player that was going to be there for one season helped the team get to a championship and win it? You just never know. Football 13 says, what's up, Jay? I haven't seen you in a minute. What up, man? What's going on with you? Yeah, man, we on March Madness now. We on March Madness. See, we're going to get through March Madness. Well, my stream schedule is going to go March Madness. We get through to the championship. We then do some baseball, NFL draft, and then NBA, playoffs, finals, get back to some baseball. And then obviously we're going to lead into the, football preseason. So that's going to be the stream schedule for the next couple months for the most part. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys, with the content. We'll keep it going. I'm excited for the draft, for sure. Without a doubt. A lot of people are hyped about the draft. I will say this, though. I think there's a lot of hype surrounding certain people that may not pan out. I'm not going to mention no names right now, but we'll just get back into it.
But he said, look, I've been thinking about it. We've talked about it, but I'm just thinking about it from the whole group's perspective. This has been his favorite team that he's coached.
Jeff says, do you bet sports? I used to. I don't anymore. But we'll do prediction videos and things like that. But I don't bet myself. I used to, though.
Just think of the program that he's built. 14 years. Of course, he spent those 11 years on Mark Few's staff, part of Few's original staff up at Gonzaga. And anyone who's followed this team can see the similarities between the way he's built.
So here we go, pass or inbound for the Buffaloes.
Boise State program to new heights.
As they'll kick it outside. 1 second to shoot. Steps up. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Turnover. And this will be Boise State ball.
Let's get more now with John.
All right, Spiro. Well, I traded text today with Mark Few, and he told me emphatically that he feels that Leon Rice has not getting enough credit for what he's built at Boise State. 3 straight NCAA tournaments. Now a
drives inside, high off the glass. Refs don't call the foul as Colorado gets the rebound.
Williams, that's a deep mid-range J. It won't go, and the rebound underneath as Colorado's offense, Jimmy, has gone stone cold.
Jay, what do you think of the Bills giving Cam Lewis a 2-year extension?
That coach, great career for Mark Few.
Martin on the box.
A little one-on-one action again.
I'll be honest with you. I heard it. I kind of cringed, but I really haven't had time to really digest it and analyze it the way that I need to. I think the extension's fine. I think the money doesn't make sense. Shout out to you, Jeff. Is about to fly into Vegas. I actually found the game with you here at the airport. Let's go. Shout out to you, Jeff. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for being here. Simpson is a big 3 for the Colorado Buffaloes, and now it's a 1-point game, 12-13, 13-12. Yeah, like I said, I really have had a true chance to. I'm waiting until the draft. I'm waiting until the draft to really get into what's going on and really deep dive into what's going to happen with the team. As Boise State has 9 seconds to shoot, and it's going to be poked out of bounds by the Buffaloes. Still Boise State ball. What do you want? What do you want? My cat is begging me for affection, and it must get it. Boise State's going to inbound. 3 seconds to shoot. Drives inside. Has to try to shoot the 3. That's going to be off as Colorado gets the rebound. And Simpson can't get it to go. Boise State rebound.
Beautiful split between 2 players.
Albo's going to reset to Rice as we approach the 9-minute mark before halftime.
Rice kicks it out. And Stanley can't get it to go either. They've got to finish at the rim. Both sides have just had trouble in the paint. Spins, shoots. Williams can't hit either. And this is going to be a loose ball foul.
Lampkin with the push there, a little shoves.
Cat Daddy says, so I sub during the Super Bowl. Your main focus is NFL. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, but I do all sports. You know, baseball, football, basketball, you know, college. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd say the majority of people who show up is definitely towards the NFL, without a doubt. And then obviously we get the heavy NBA crowd towards the playoffs and the finals, as that's going to be a huge block for Colorado. Let's go.
Guy who likes to shoot the ball from long range, he decides to put it on the floor. He thinks he has a spot. I get it, going underhand sometimes gets it up.
Williams with the block. Still Boise State basketball as they inbound. And once again, they cannot hit a layup. Colorado rebound.
Hard to see which player.
Well, this has been a grind out first half till this point.
What are you doing?
Boise State lead. Here comes Simpson, the driving kick.
As Williams can't get the floater to go, and this is going to be Boise State rebound.
Right there with Williams, can he make that shot? A very talented player. Look at the guards.
Oh my God! Look at this. Come on, you got to get out. You got to get out. You got to get out.
Anderson to the free throw line when we come back. Boise State and
All right.
Colorado fighting to move on and continue their March Madness dream. You're watching True TV's exclusive coverage of the first 4.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 1-point game, 13-12. Boise State holding on by a thread. 1-point game, timeout, commercial break. Football 13 says, M2, I'm really happy that we got Calvin Ridley. Yeah, I think, Calvin Ridley's definitely a gem to have for sure. Just got to get the man the ball, without a doubt. Eric says if Colorado loses, they beat themselves. Well, I think both sides are having issues with, the paint. And it's kind of crazy because you would expect a lot better out of both of these teams. Like, it's just kind of weird, you know, bad shots, bad layups, you know, not really boxing out. And even on the second opportunities, they're not getting the bucket. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of interesting. The mid says Riley's a good player, but not for the money. Yeah. I got to look up the exact details of the contract, but what exactly are you expecting Ridley to do? You know, beyond the normal, hey, you know, you're a veteran wide receiver. We know you got hands and speed. You know, what is he going to actually average for your team? You know, depending on how many touches he gets. And I think that all factors into, you know, what they're willing to pay him. Cardell says, we need some Ric Flair. I got you, yo. I got you. Ric Flair, where you at? Cat Daddy says, Wall could have been the only predicted one and done player, great player. Get some people off of Pollard and D-Hop. You know who I think is definitely going to be slept on? The Titans for sure. I definitely think the Titans are going to be slept on. I think, you know, and a lot of people are going to be like, you know, give this a raised eyebrow, but I do think that the Steelers are going to be in the same spot. I think there's going to be a lot of people who sleep on the Steelers, and, you know, they may be able to squeak out some wins, some solid wins. And, you know, it may be surprising for sure. Because, you know, when you think you know what's going to happen, especially with the team like the Steelers and a veteran quarterback like, you know, Russell Wilson, it basically gets to the point of something to prove for those individuals. So, hey, if the Steelers want to, you know, actually ball out and stand behind Russell Wilson, it could be something different. It could be something different for sure.
As they try to
we'll see.
The game, Jim, in other areas.
Yeah, and I think Boise State has to just continue to move the ball.
Yeah.
Even though it's not
Levis, so I like Levis, man. I do. You know, I like Levis.
Clearly they have been bouncing it a little bit.
It's just whether or not, you know, he's going to have that it factor for the Titans, and whether or not the coaching staff actually believe in him. As his first free throw is going to be off for Boise State. Jay, I just did a bracket. I had no clue what I was doing. I picked Tennessee to win it all. I mean, Tennessee's not a bad team to pick if you just, you know, if you just freestyle on it. Not at all. As the Buffaloes will inbound. 2-point game, 14-12. Drives inside, loses the ball. That's going to be a foul called on Boise State. 7 minutes left in this first quarter.
Watch, it's a simple play. Watch right here with the grab on the right arm.
Ridley doesn't equal T. Higgins. Not worth the money. Yeah, I would take T. Higgins over Ridley for sure. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. 7:25.
Hines signed with the Browns, really?
So one more free throw for Ruffin, who
I mean, what is he going to do there? Right.
Season. He had to undergo knee surgery in June.
And this is the second free throw. Boise State rebound.
This was going into last year, but fought his way back.
It's a long three, way off. Colorado rebound.
Here's Ruffin again. They'll get him reset. Hadley to O'Brien.
Nice hands.
And it's going to be almost stolen. Still Buffaloes basketball.
As long as he's
1 point game.
15 feet away from us.
Thank God.
Well,
This is not sure why the Commanders traded Howell.
behind you.
I just don't think he worked with that franchise, you know.
Simpson guarded by Meadow.
And
Working in that corner, little whirling
you could just tell they didn't believe in him. Nice reverse
play by Simpson.
And I thought Stanley
as
was
Simpson
gonna step into
gets
that
it going.
lane to cut him off on the baseline. Great recognition
Yeah,
by
I just don't
Simpson
think he worked with,
Stanley
you know,
back
with that
off.
play scheme and for what they were trying to do.
Where is it?
In on the other end. Ripped back by Anderson. 15 seconds on the timer. Anderson shadowed.
Anderson, what a beat.
What a defensive recovery.
Good block by the Buffaloes. Quick corner three, doesn't go for it, passes it out. Nice.
Cut. De Silva.
Nice kick inside, but couldn't finish, but he will go to the line
Austin De Silva to the
as
charity
De Silva
stripe.
will shoot free throws. Says with the new coaching staff, I think it might be a little better than last year, but I think he can get 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns.
Watch Rufford from behind, who, by the way, not only makes a nice play there, but watch him laid up in the air and somehow
I mean,
twists
that's
his
a
body
lot, my
around to
friend.
get that ball to the
That's
cutter.
you already know.
Back-to-back by
It's a high expectation. High expectation.
All Pac-12
Another dumb sign for the Bills. Casey Tuhill. What is Brandon Bean issue? Is Brandon Bean related to?
games. De Silva's got to be one of the centerpieces.
Listen,
So much versatility.
I seen the Casey Tuhill signing, and I just like once again, like I said, when I see these updates, I just look at him and like it just shake my head, and I just go on about the day because you know if I really dug into it and I just hopped in front of the camera, we started talking about it, it'd be depressing. It'd be depressing. Like I'd be so like aggravated.
Anderson looking for a teammate as we hit the 6-minute mark left before halftime.
As Boise State kicks it out,
The defense has picked up really the perimeter.
Stanley
Good for Colorado.
drives in,
Stanley was forced
can't get
to
it to go off the glass. They've had such an issue.
down Martin, and he sticks it back.
That was just bully ball down there, Spiro.
And then they will go ahead and clean it up. Scores now 17-16, 1 point game. Buffaloes.
Middle of the floor or towards the middle to get a shot off.
Simpson against Anderson.
Jeff says under is good.
Right from the start.
Yeah, I agree.
It back.
Yep, that
I
was
do agree because both sides are having terrible issues in the paint. And,
Underneath.
you know, when you got to force shots and things like that, it definitely leads to a low scoring game.
smart, too, in terms of going to the opposite side, no weak side.
Jerry, what up, man?
Just really
Jerry
almost
Garcia in the
impossible
house.
to get a second defender over on that side of the court that low so quickly.
Lampkin, the Houston product, TCU transfer, has given Colorado a 3-point
As Anderson kicks it out, thought about the three, doesn't hit.
Boy, just brilliant offensive
Drives
work.
inside for the floater, and that goes.
Rice was wide open.
And 62%
As
of
Rice
shots come from the
makes it a 1 point game again, 19-18.
And then just takes that one stride in for a two-pointer, which is a little old-fashioned, but I still love it. I think there's still a place in the game for it.
10 to shoot, long three, in and out. Buffaloes get the rebound back, drive back inside on the baseline, steps out. That's going to be Boise State ball. 4 minutes left
Fourth committed
in
by
this first
Colorado.
quarter.
Watch where Martin catches this ball.
How do you think Henry will do with the Ravens?
Now he's like,
I think
I'm coming through.
I think Henry's going to do great. I think he's another one that adds to
Not high scoring, competitive, isn't it?
Feel the intensity
confusion
of the stake
for
race.
defenses,
Schools,
right? Because you've got
Boise State
a running quarterback and you've got a hell of a running back in Derrick Henry.
three-time
And,
16th all-time appearance.
You know, when you need somebody that can,
And their
you know,
sixth
run through a wall,
Dagenhart
hand him the ball. That's a big block for Colorado.
Good in the open floor, good pass.
Kicks it out. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. One pass out, will try again, doesn't hit, too short. Boise State rebound.
So they don't make that shot, Spiro, though, but Tad Boyle wanted them to start passing the ball a little bit better, get everybody involved. They're starting to do that over the last 3 minutes or so.
So Colorado, sixth best three-point shooting team in the country, is one of seven.
Sidestep three, can't hit.
They're looking to push.
Has to be Buffalo's ball.
Going back by the Broncos here, though.
Up the floor to De Silva, feeds the box. Whoa! Champion contact, and he puts
That's
it
big
down.
boy ball.
Oh, you can't throw the ball at somebody.
With a technical.
Oh no!
Officials say they're going to go to the replay
It should have been a charge.
I didn't see anything from Lampkin. Maybe he said something.
It should have been a charge, but they let him play through it, and then they'll call for a technical.
When the ball
That
gets
is
thrown
crazy.
back beforehand, I think Lampkin does something to him. Mark, he knocks him down right there, and then he finishes it. You see Lampkin leans down and pushes him, or
Yeah, he sold that.
just
He
doesn't
sold the
run back,
charge.
and then the ball gets thrown back at him. Oh, he handed him the ball too.
Yeah, I can see why refs threw the called the technical, but you know, hey, this is March Madness. You gotta let these boys play. You gotta let these boys play. We're in a timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Score is currently 21-18. Buffalo's up. Jerry says it's Colorado Buffaloes, not Colorado State. My bad. You know I got all kinds of teams in my head. It's just the Colorado Buffaloes. My bad. Jerry says Simpson's a wonderful player. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice for sure. Shante says between Duke and Vermont, who do you think's gonna win? That's a good question. That's a tough one. I mean, obviously I'm leaning more towards Duke because, you know, they've been great offensively. The defense has been, you know, questionable sometimes. But I do feel Vermont is right on par with Duke, so I would probably give it to Vermont. I'd probably give it to Vermont. You know, you're gonna see some upsets. You're gonna see some crazy games, and y'all know me. I love a good underdog. I could be wrong though. You know how it goes. I love a good underdog, but don't be surprised. That's all I gotta say. Don't be surprised. Yeah, write it down. Jay goes with Vermont. Write that down. Cat Daddy says Cowboys are dumb for not going after Henry. I mean, did the Cowboys got enough money? I mean, it's a good question. Do they have enough money? That's a legit question. Demid says more people are into the women's tournament. Iowa, LSU, South Carolina. I don't know anything about the men's bracket. Yeah, we're going to get into some women's without a doubt, especially the championship. I'm going to do both championships, the men and the women's, because whoever's there, it's going to be crazy for sure. Carter, what up, man? Carter in the house. Cardell says how much gas Henry got left. Oof. I'd say maybe like two more years. 2 more years. I think the Ravens are probably going to be his best shot at, a championship and maybe a Super Bowl. So I think it was a good opportunity for him to go there for sure.
So then they wanted to determine if there was anything unsportsmanlike, Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
So Jim Kelly needs to become the new GM.
Might be able to call both of them.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
drops the ball on him, so that's unsportsmanlike.
oh, they're gonna sit here and talk about whether or not they're gonna escalate this penalty here. Which, come on, refs. Father Time, what up, yo? What's going on with you? Says I'm not sure I agree with Caitlin going pro. It's well, I guess the question is why. Why don't you agree? Because I feel like at this point she definitely has the skills to compete at the pro level. So why do you feel like she's not ready to go pro?
Cam Martin and Eddie Lampkin Jr. right there.
So looks like they're going to do an offset on the tech here. I think that's a interesting question though, whether or not Caitlin is ready for to go to the pros.
44 grabs the basketball, right? And
you know, she's playing like the best of them. So I think at this point, you know, she probably should go and move on.
But then at that point, 31 has the ball and he throws it back at him. I think.
But I will say this. I will say that she needs to win a championship at the college level. I will say that before she goes, because you know, if she doesn't do that, then there's always going to be that question mark, you know. So if she does go to the pros, then she needs to make this year that she gets her team to a championship for sure.
Isn't that like an intimidating move right there?
Yeah, it could be determined to that.
Okay.
That's going to be out of bounds. Buffalo's ball.
And, you know, you've been on the court, right? You've just scored on somebody, and now you're looking over top of them.
Right.
So you can definitely read that into that.
Drafted by the Celtics.
You know, tie it up and get them to both. They did.
We have co-ed basketball, yo. Men's and women's professional basketball. That'd be crazy.
That's why I never officiated, Gene, because I like to read things into the equation when you're not supposed to.
Quick pass outside. Fakes a shot. 10 seconds to shoot. O'Brien goes off the glass and one. And he'll be shooting one. Grown man move. Scores now 23-18. 5-point game. Chance to make it 6. As this will be the largest lead of the game. Says, I think I get where Father Time is coming from. She can't carry a team. The pressure will be on. She needs supplemental parts.
The officials are really in tune with what's going on, like they always are. But I would drive it a couple of times at both ends of the floor.
I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong, because there's a lot of players like that. There's a lot of players who look great because of where they are, or because, you know, they have the momentum. But as soon as you know, put them into as a putback goes for the Broncos, once you put them into a scenario to where they have to go out there and win a game, or they've got to bring a team back from a, you know, like a 10-point deficit or something like that. That's what really shows, you know, if they're able to play at that elite level. And Williams' three is way off as Anderson gets the rebound.
The floor comes their playmaker
As he kicks it out.
Get it to the blocks. There you go.
Stanley backing down. He gets double teamed. Kicks it out. One more pass. Fakes the three. Sidestep. Shoots. And that's going to be off. Loose ball foul.
Yep.
And Martin, boy, give him credit. He is
She's making money, isn't she? Gatorade and Nike or something. Yeah, she's
Watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet,
I think
or
Nike.
device with Ncaa.
I got to go back and look at it. But, I mean, we know she's making money. I've seen multiple commercials for sure. So she's definitely making money. Then she also signed a $1 million deal with Panini for the cards. She's got an exclusive deal with Panini for signing the cards and stuff. So she's definitely making money.
Told you where these two teams sit in the brackets. Winner moving on. They'll make that bus
As Boise State inbounds.
now to Indianapolis to take on Florida. Anderson in the corner as we come up on the final 60 seconds here in Dayton.
Anderson kicks it out.
Back it down. Somebody got to help him.
Martin, boy, the drop step.
And that's going to be a foul.
With the footwork.
Smart isolation there. I don't think that was by design. That was just reading a switch and making sure you take advantage of a guy who's
Said Nike, State Farm, or Gatorade. Okay.
to get himself going towards the
Yeah, like I said, I seen yeah, I knew it was Nike was one of them. Also seeing that she just did the Panini deal for $1 million.
Stay tuned for AT&T at the half with Adam Lefkoe, Jay Wright, Candace Parker, and Seth Davis.
Which is kind of crazy because is there anybody else that in recent history has been able to do $1 million deal with Panini that's on the college level and still in college?
Cam Martin, a perfect example. He was a D2 All-American.
from a female level.
Kansas, and now, as you can see, has a role at Boise State. The net is wider and wider for recruiting, Spiro, in today's climate.
Couple of years at Kansas for Martin. He's played a solid first half. Trying to bring the Broncos closer. They're within 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, quick timeout commercial break. We got 1:17 left in this first half. Score is currently 24-22. It's a 2-point game. Buffalo's leading the way. And it's been a good one. It's been a good one for the most part. March Madness basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the support. Also, make sure that you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss the stream. DeTenzo, yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get into the women's too. Without a doubt. So that's legal to make money through advertising, but NCAA can't pay players. We were just talking about this earlier. I think the problem is a lot of the schools have various different degrees of money. Like, for instance, Duke and, UNC will have, millions of dollars that goes into their basketball program. But then, you'll take one of those smaller, schools out west, that only put a couple $100,000 towards their basketball program. So at the end of the day, being able to pay the players really wouldn't make sense from a college standpoint. And that's why, the sponsorships and the deals that they're able to get that way make the most sense. So I mean, unless it was a way that they could create some kind of deal where, all right, we know that this individual player is bringing in this amount of money and this amount of ticket sales specifically based off their stardom, I would think that's like the only way they could possibly do that. But then, you run into the issues of favoritism and all that kind of stuff, which, the reality is this. Not many people were paying attention to Iowa until Caitlin Clark for this time frame. So if, let's say, Iowa were to pay anybody, it'd have to be her because she's the one that's bringing in the ticket sales. And that's just the reality of it. Now, that's not to discredit any of the other players. It's just the hype is around her specifically. So how much does she get paid opposed to all the other people that are playing on the team? It's a legit question.
Shots inside. Obviously, you try to make them, but you're doing something right to get the ball in there and try to make those shots. So,
Father time, yeah, man.
Doesn't have to be, oh, here we go in the corner.
Boy, Anderson nearly forcing a turnover, but it's tracked down by De Silva. You're such a positive guy.
Thanks.
Final 60 seconds before the break. This Colorado team, top 10 of the country.
As Williams
today, they're just 30.
Kicks it out.
Yeah,
5 seconds to shoot. Back inside. Off the glass goes. As De Silva makes it a 4-point game. 26-22.
Where it's a big play by Simpson to get it to De Silva. Now to Rice. 36 seconds left in the half.
Stanley can't get it to go, but he will get fouled. And he'll go to the line with 32 seconds left. She may be the highest paid player on the team. Well, yeah, through the sponsorships.
So he can get the pass from the right side, you'll notice, and he runs it over to the right side. He had an advantage over there against Rice, who is shorter than he is by 3 inches. Nice delivery, too, from the outside.
So here's Omar Stanley, the junior out of Overland Park, Kansas. It's interesting to hear Leon Rice.
And Stanley hits the first free throw.
Transfer from St.
3-point game.
He said early in the year, Stanley barely knew how to play in the post, facing double teams, something he really didn't have to deal with.
Shout out to you, Dan. Let's go, bro. Gonzaga doesn't have a football team since 1920s or something like that. Listen, people don't realize it takes a lot of money, especially for like a D1 school. It takes a lot of money for those sports programs. And if they're not winning or if they're not generating ticket sales and have their own sponsors and stuff like that, it can be very difficult to run a basketball program in today's game, for sure.
Might actually get it back with like 5 seconds too by the time they get their shot off, so they have to be aware of that.
6 to shoot. Boise State is out of fouls. Simpson looking for an opening.
Spins, shoots, way short. Boise State gets the rebound, kicks it out. That's going to be no good, but that will be the end of this first half, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 26-24. Buffalo's holding it down, and we'll take it to halftime. Very, very slow start to the game. Both teams having their offensive struggles in the paint. But for the most part, you got people like Stanley Williams trying to step up, and Anderson showing some grit.
Getting better offensively as the half went on. Didn't like the way we finished it. It's a slugfest. Both two good defensive teams out there. I like the way we're guarding. I know they got at least 8 points off offensive rebounds. That was the key to the game. It's a different game if we just limit the second chance points.
No question, but your defense has been really good on Tyson Degenhart. How?
It has been good. I mean, we've done a good job. Tristan Da Silva has done a good job. We've dug when he gets it in the post, made him passer. We got to keep it up for another 20 minutes.
All right, thanks. Have a good half.
Thank you.
Spiro.
Oh, Tad Boyle, motor runner.
D10's yeah, man.
14 years, trying to get his Buffaloes to Indianapolis for a date with Florida. We'll get you to our Atlanta studios for AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're at halftime right now. Like I said, pretty much good game. Obviously, we're so used to seeing like craziness going on and flashy stuff, but I feel like this is 2 solid basketball teams and 2 solid organizations, and I think right now they're just fighting to really, really stay alive. Hopefully in the second half they'll have the jitters out and we start seeing some clean play down in the paint. Me, I'm an old school guy. I love backing down, grown man ball, finishing, things like that. So we haven't really seen too much of that. So we'll see. Efren says, who said the Hawaiian Fruit Bats will win? What? Please tell me that's a real team name. Listen, there's so many college basketball teams. I would not be surprised if that's an actual name. Like that's legit. There's so many. I remember one year we were doing March Madness, and I think I'd started streaming way before it was like January, and I was streaming some weird teams I never heard of, and I was like, what? These guys exist? Anybody remember the Peacocks? Listen, almost nobody knew about this school, and the Peacocks went on just this amazing run. And if you were betting on them, you cleaned up because it was just ridiculous. They were upsetting everybody. The odds were just insane. I think every game that they played, they won. The odds were more than 800 or close to 1,000. And then obviously they lost further. I think it was the Sweet 16 where they lost, but it was just absolutely insane the run they had. But it'll be, it's teams like that. It's teams like that just come out of nowhere and surprise you, and that's what March Madness is all about. Jerry says my under looks safe. Colorado needs to step it up to cover the 2.5. I saw them play in Vegas. They were quite impressive in the semifinal of the Pac-12. The offense was explosive. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I really haven't had too much of an opportunity to watch Boise State. I have seen Colorado, so I did kind of have an idea to what to expect. But Boise State, I feel like they got a solid chance at this. They're keeping it close. Like I said, it's a 2-point game heading into halftime. This is where we are. So, yeah. With that said, I'm going to get hydrated, get some water, and then I'll be back momentarily for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm floating on the dance floor tonight. Yeah. The feeling in my system feels right. 'Cause I came here to dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 system feels right. Cause I came here to dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away.
All right, everybody. All right. We are almost back. Almost back with these Buffaloes and the Broncos. March Madness, everybody. March Madness. If you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream all the way through the championship. Predictions, sports talks, and more. Make sure you guys lock it in. Rocking with your boy Jay tonight. We've got the Buffaloes as well as the Broncos tonight, ladies and gentlemen. March Madness is in full effect. And it's been nothing short of surprising for sure. And we've still got 2 weeks to go. 2 weeks to go until we figure out who takes it all. Without a doubt. You guys are hilarious in the chat, yo. So, American quarters, huh? I'm going to have to check those out. You guys know me. I love a good tangible asset. I love a good tangible asset. Yeah, I'll check out the American quarters, the Samoan coins. Sounds interesting for sure. Without a doubt. Well, we're wrapping up halftime here in what has been an interesting game. Scores 26-24, 2-point game. For the most part, Buffaloes have been doing just enough to have the lead, obviously, but Boise State is not far behind, so it's still anybody's game. Tadigo says, Jay, you think silver is a good asset? Of course. I've got some, I've been buying bullion myself, my friend. And in fact, silver's actually up. It was up a few dollars last time I checked. And, that's tangible, That's not Bitcoin. It's not Ethereum. It's not one of those things. It's something that you can feel, you can touch it, you can look at it. You could be like, oh, that's silver. Oh, that's gold. Right? You don't got to worry about somebody stealing it from you or getting hacked. Obviously you got to have it safe and protected somewhere, but so you got a safe. You can just, you can go crack open your safe and be like, oh, it's still there. So yeah, man, I definitely believe in gold, silver, tangible stuff like that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the crypto stuff because I've made some money with it, but you got to know when to get in and get out and leave the meme coins alone for sure. But yeah, tangible stuff is always important for sure. Without a doubt. Yeah, man. So, we gotta Tactical, you gotta send me an email, man. We gotta talk about some agricultural stuff and finances. We gotta chop it up, I'm dead serious. We gotta chop it up. For real. As we get through this timeout commercial break. Efren says silver coins worth $3.25. Fruit bat just saying now I'm shutting up. That one coin is worth $3.25? Really? It's kind of like, is it like multiple ounce? Like how much does it weigh? Or is it that specific coin? It has like some value because it's older. Like what are we talking about here? Been mentioning this coin for a good 5-10 minutes now, and I'm starting to wonder what this coin's really about. You've almost piqued my interest. It's like the silver coin, the Samoan fruit bat is worth $3.25. It's like, what? Let me go find it then, Like, where's it at? Is it in the Cracker Jack box? Like, what's going on, Tadigo says, I'm in the preparedness community, food, water, medical, and defense. I like it. Y'all know it's been a while. I'm on way, Y'all know it's been a while. I gotta get these jokes out. It's been a minute. Samoan fruit bats will be featured on quarters released by the U.S. Mint next month. Alan Kim, CNN 1 Minute Read. Father Time was the truth. He went and found the article. He wasn't playing no games. Father Time was like, you know what? I'm getting sick of this. Let me go find the article. So it's gonna be on the quarters released by the U.S. Mint next month. Okay. So I'm assuming that means we need to go out and pick those up and hold on to them for a little bit. All right, Efren, I see you, bro. Putting us on to some game. I like it. I respect it. I mean, maybe he's trying to, sell those coins now or something. All right. He's like, yo, I got these coins. They $3.25 right now. Yo. Could you imagine? Let me start doing that with my cards, yo. I'm gonna start doing that with my cards. Be like, hey y'all, I just opened this prison box last month. This new blue Sam Laporta, $175. This new silver Dalton Kincaid Prism rookie, 125. I got you right now. Hit the inbox. Oh man. See, listen, I try to be a respectful sports influencer. Right? I don't be selling stuff. I don't be offering stuff. I don't be talking about programs, right? I don't be abusing my subscribers, but there's people out here, they be doing that garbage. Like, oh, sign up for the course. We'll do the Jay Reason auction strictly for subscribers. And then you got these guys out here, they'll shill bid the damn thing up to skyrocket. What do you mean you paid too much? The comps are only $50, Jay. No, you got the Jay special. $75. Oh, man, it's out here. That's why you got to be careful so you don't get scammed, yo. For real, it's crazy. It is crazy. Cat Daddy says, buy 3, get 400 free. Oh, man, this is hilarious. You guys know it's been a while. It's been a while. Always good laughs. So some of y'all are wondering why I'm talking in this voice. I'm trying to not get too hyped because, the kids are asleep. They got school tomorrow, but it's time to get back to the game.
Dagenhart, one of the better, most talented players, certainly in the Mountain West, better than 17 per game.
Said National Park Samoa fruit bat mint quarters $8.50 on eBay. Really?
Well, the other side of that, you'll see him move without the ball.
Why?
Get himself involved to John's point right
I'm gonna have to do some research now. I'm intrigued.
Really tracking shots down.
I am intrigued.
This is Eddie Lampkin Jr. double team with Dagenhart coming up with the steal.
Nice pass right there.
6th Colorado turnover. They've been really efficient.
Quick pass. Thought about the 3. Drives inside. Anderson fakes. High off the glass. Doesn't go. Buffalo's rebound.
Just then couldn't get it to him.
Simpson off of his leg. Well done by Rice.
Mikey, what up, yo? Let's go, man. How you been?
So much firepower between these two, but just has not been their usual night. At least
so KJ Simpson, 19 and a half, averages 19 and a half, and tonight he's got 5. Not playing his best game.
Anyone who's watched the Broncos knows that Dagenhart has been.
As now Dagenhart has tied this thing up, 26-26. Buffaloes versus Broncos.
May have gotten away with a little bit of a bump there, too.
I think you're right, boy. Beautiful pass, little give and go. Hadley back to Simpson.
Yeah, the strong cut. So, Colorado, a very good percentage-wise shooting three-point team. But believe it or not, Boise State has taken about 150 more than them this season in 2 less games. So they have to be efficient.
Backing down.
Boy, this has been a fun matchup. Dagenhart
Nice little spin. Doesn't go. Rolled off the front of the rim. Buffalo's rebound.
Got himself in position, just couldn't put it down. So just over 90 seconds gone by in the second half.
The Silva kicks it out.
At-large out of the Pac-12.
And that's going to be a charge turnover. Boise State ball. Good defense by Rice.
And he draws a charge in less than 2 minutes of the half.
And here's that drive to the basket and see him to push out. I think he got away with one right there because it gave him the advantage to get his shot off. And here's that nice little curl cut from the top going towards the basket.
So Jimmy, more the same from this Boise State defense. Less than 2 minutes into the half. They have forced 3 Colorado turnovers.
Nice little pass outside, drive in, hit the baseline, fakes it. Step back, fade, doesn't go. Stanley fighting for the ball, kicks it back out. And that's going to be stolen. Colorado ball.
And Colorado's going to get it back.
This has been a wild game.
Got to appreciate the intensity between these two schools.
there has been so much action on the floor, and the score is only 28-26.
They really know one another's teams well, as we've documented by John in that first half. It's showing.
Quick three, that goes to Silva. Makes it a 5-point game, 31-26.
Flare cut over there by De Silva. Shoots it at 38%, but looking for somebody to get on track, to get some rhythm and confidence for the team.
14 for De Silva. Remember, Colorado
Anderson sets the screen. As Abo goes to the rack and gets a nice spin.
Against him, so good control using that
31-28.
that to be finished.
3 minutes gone by in the second half. We get a whistle here off the ball.
Mikey says, I'm going 10 brackets in the ESPN Challenge this year. Finished at 148K, 99.6 last year.
But Degenhardt falls for it a bit. And this is a power drive right there.
It's so funny seeing so many people get so mad because their brackets get busted because someone got upset. So it's funny. It's funny. We'll just have to see how it goes this year.
Tremendous position as he goes to work against Stanley.
As Stanley got bodied on that last layup there. Scores now 33-28.
But I think a couple of more touches down there will free up the perimeter touch, forcing some double teams down on the post.
Stanley faked a three, drive inside, can't get the layup to go. Buffalo's rebound.
Rhythm starting to build for Colorado right now. There you go, get it to the big guy.
De Silva back inside, he gets double teamed.
He got slammed.
Lampkin getting him fired up here in Dayton.
He took a big chop to the
Cat Daddy says, I was wondering why this is a first four, but these teams will be a 10 seed instead of a 16. Yeah. Yeah, they both have decent records.
A lot of man to deal with in the box. What a physical matchup between him and Stanley underneath. Down to De Silva. Curls into the paint, taking a little bit of contact. Now to Simpson. Still plenty
Simpson kicks it out. Bradley holding, 8 seconds to shoot, back inside. Simpson off the glass, scores now 35-28. Colorado trying to make some space, and there's going to be a timeout called here as Colorado finding some momentum, ladies and gentlemen. March Madness, 35-28, Colorado, Boise State.
Getting them fired up, you're absolutely right. Finishing down low. Nice little run here by Colorado.
Timeout, commercial break. Says the biggest lead of the game so far. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I really wasn't expecting, like I said, much from Boise State. I know that Colorado's been, balling out for the most part, and they've had their struggles, but Boise State is more of a shooting game and has more of a shooting game. And at this point, you've got Colorado playing a lot more physical and really figuring out that paint, which is what I was talking about earlier, actually figuring out and utilizing that big man in the paint there. And that's what the Buffaloes are starting to do. Quick timeout, commercial break. It's 35-28 your score. Buffaloes are up, and we're on a quick timeout. DiCenzo says, Simpson, I stick to my story. Yo, my man's guilty by last name, yo. Cat Daddy says, if there was only a machine invented that would answer my questions, Jay, I wouldn't have to ask you. Maybe we could invent one and call it Google or something. That's funny. Because I feel like whenever I get asked a question, I always answer it. Am I Google? Am I a part of Google? As my cats come to bother me now. It's kind of funny though. How search and AI and all this stuff works now. You can ask anything, who had the most touchdowns, who scored the most points, who had the most assists, and how many times has this team lost or won, and a championship and stuff. Also, like stuff like that. It's kind of amazing. What would we have done without computers? Right? What if computers were never invented? Imagine it's year 2024 and computers weren't invented. That would be insane. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to, not look at a screen all the time, but it would just the thought of that, it's like, wow. Shout out to Patty. Let's go. Patty coming through with the $10 super chat. Ric Flair, where are you at? Shout out to you, Patty. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 super chat donation. Wrench Gang holding it down and showing the love. I appreciate you, Patty, as we get back to it.
Look at this Colorado team, 24 wins, tied most in school history. They were squarely on the bubble before they made that fantastic run through the Pac-12 Conference Championship all the way to the final game as O'Brien comes up with the steal.
Quick three. That's going to be way off. That's an air ball. Boise State rebound.
So Rice on the push. This is Abo. He's going to fire.
Abo hits the three. And he'll make it a 4-point game, 35-31.
I think they were Simpson was trying to go for like a mini knockout punch just then to keep them
half-baked.
Turns out to be a bad shot.
Was Dave Chappelle on that?
Trigger down the other end.
I think I have.
Boy, Abo nearly coming up with the steal. This is De Silva.
As De Silva can't hit the three, and it's going to go out of bounds. Boise State ball.
And we're going to get a quick timeout again.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about that movie in a long time.
So much on the line here in Dayton. It's a 4-point game on True TV.
So 35-31 is your score, ladies and gentlemen, as we take another quick timeout, commercial break, 14 minutes and 57 seconds left in this second half. Yeah, half-baked. Yeah, it had Dave Chappelle in it, yo. I remember that movie. That was a funny movie. That was like around the How High days when they had like Scary Movie and all that kind of stuff. That genre of movies. What's crazy is they wouldn't even make those movies like now. Like they couldn't do it just because of, the way society is. Like they wouldn't even like let those kind of movies be released just because of, the jokes and the subject matter. It's kind of funny though, because you don't even hear about those movies anymore. They don't show them on like, any kind of, what are you doing, Cat? They don't show them on any kind of like regular TV, like, like AMC or any one of those. So unless you got like the DVD, you're kind of like screwed. It's kind of funny. All right, what do you want? You are the co-host, the co-star. Always. Well, the co-star has entered the building, ladies and gentlemen, as we take this quick timeout commercial break. The attention seeker himself. The attention seeker himself. He is all in the way of the equipment here. All right, come on. You're killing me. Got me dropping stuff. All right. Cheech and Chong did it first. Woof. Right? You don't hear about them anymore either. But I will tell you this. They do some like stupid ads. Well, I mean, stupid to me, but they do some stupid ads on X or Twitter. And they always like pop up, and it's like, all right, I get it. But like, I even like try to like not have it shown because it comes up so much, and then like it's still there. So I'm like, all right, this is insane. But yeah, they're still making tons of money. Tons of money. It's wild.
Here in Dayton, most all-time
Shout out to Patty.
and it was Grambling State.
She's like, it's been a
First
while.
win ever in March Madness. Colorado doing some work now, Jimmy, inside.
Yeah, 24 points versus 18, and you know they've made some adjustments on the fly. A team that likes to shoot the three, albeit they don't shoot all that many, but they shoot it at a big clip.
So Colorado has 24 points in the paint. Boise State has 18 as they bring the ball down the court.
So these two teams will be the 10 seed headed to Indianapolis. And hop on that bus to take on the Florida Gators on Friday afternoon. This is Roddy Anderson.
As Anderson with 9 seconds to shoot.
Gets a high screen from Stanley.
Fakes the three. Steps up, shoots, and that goes. It's now 35-33, 2-point game.
You have to pull up as a guard because you know there's not going to be enough room if you go in there with 2 and 3 guys from the weak side collapsing on the defensive side, power weak side.
Anderson out of Huntington Beach, California, averaged 13 points as a freshman last year at UC San Diego. This is Simpson.
Nice pass inside and one. Going to the big man. As Lampkin will get it going and will shoot the free throw. This is my favorite movie is Django. Listen, I just watched Django. I just watched Django. Actually, it's so funny. I was on this this Quentin Tarantino kick for like the last 2 weeks. I watched Jackie Brown, I watched Django, and I watched The Hateful Eight. So next is going to be Pulp Fiction, and I'm going to try and see if I can find time for Inglourious. Quick pass inside, off the glass, that goes. Back to a 3-point game, 38-35. Lexa, Jackie Brown, yeah. Pam Grier was one of a kind in that movie for sure.
A little bit of a bump there at the end, almost traveling with the basketball, Lampkin down low.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction, without a doubt. Pulp Fiction is like in my top 5, for sure. You should make a new channel for a watch party. Listen, might be on to something there. Might be on to something there.
6 minutes of game action to sit over there.
We all just watch. We're all watching Pulp Fiction together and just reacting to it. Yo, that'd be crazy. I might have to do that. I might have to do that.
By the way, still on the floor. This is Cody Williams. This is a travel.
Oh, that's going to be a travel. This will be Boise State ball.
9th turnover forced by Boise State.
Yeah, these turnovers are not good. You want to keep the momentum if you're Colorado. 3-point game. Watch party is still short in the football game. Yeah, I mean, but there's also 3-hour movies too. If we did a watch party for Dune, or Killers of the Flower Moon. Nice little spin, goes off the glass, and it is now a 1-point game, 38-37. Right? Shout out to you, man. Yeah, man. Simpson shot doesn't go. Rebound, Boise State.
Broncos have hit 4 straight shots. They can
No Country for Old Men. Yeah, I like that one. That was a good one. Josh Brolin was amazing in that movie. Martin can't hit, can't clean it up. Tip doesn't go. They had two chances at it. As Colorado will get it after it goes out of bounds. Wow. You've got to clean up. You've got to do better than that. Finish. Wow.
This has been such an evenly matched game. So many similarities, Jim, between these two teams. Both highly skilled offensively, even though it's been ugly at that end. Both can defend and rebound well. How about this maneuver by Hadley? The basket will not count.
And that's going to be a foul.
Before the shot.
Shout out to you, Lexa. Yeah. Have a good night. D-Tento says Green Mile. Listen, yeah, I'm down for Green Mile. Let's do it, man. I love Green Mile.
Against Boise State. Strong move to the cup.
We talk about John Coffey.
Colorado clinging to a 1-point lead here in Dayton.
And see, that's another 3-hour movie, yo. You know, but I think that obviously the big difference between movies and football is, you know, there's no ads, so you know you're just watching the movie uninterrupted, unless it's like on one of those, you know, cable networks. But yeah, no, we might be onto something. You know, I know there's people that we had talked about a book club before. You know, now we're discussing a watch party. There's so many different things. You know, so many different things that would be cool to do. It's just the time. You know, creating the time. I think that's you know, that's the big part of it. So we'll figure it out. Demid says, how's each team playing? Any team got an advantage? Colorado has an advantage in the paint. I think transition, we're starting to see a change in momentum for Boise State, but right now I'd say I'd probably give it to Colorado for sure. Mice and men. This is 2 cents for the kids. Yo. Oh man, yeah, y'all gonna take me to that movie. Listen, that movie was so sad. That movie was so sad. Like, it had so many different like meanings, and it had so many different opportunities of like for like learning. But it was a very sad movie, you know, and it definitely highlighted the I think it highlighted some of the harsh realities of you know that kind of punishment. And you know, I think if I ever do, you know, watch parties for movies and reviews and things like that, I think it'd be more so like it had to be done like film breakdowns, you know, unless we could figure out a way for people to watch the movies all together, because then that'd be kind of crazy. But you know how that goes. They'll have your boy Jay hemmed up in like 2 weeks. Like, he's doing what? Oh no, we can't have that. He had 2,000 people watching Pulp Fiction with him. Nah, he's got to go. Oh, man, as we get back to it.
Player, college and pro.
He was pretty good.
Yep, he sure was.
But boy, it's like Christmas morning tomorrow. And we will be watching.
14 seconds to shoot for the Buffaloes. Pass inside. Lampkin gets triple teamed. Still gets it to go. And it's now a 3-point game, 40-37. Says I still have to watch that movie with a better understanding now I'm older. Yeah, you know, it's good to go back and watch movies like that, because I do think, even now for me, you know, like I said, I just went and watched Jackie Brown. And I've seen that movie like a total probably like 7 times in my lifetime. But like, I just watched it within, this is my first time in the last like 5 years. And now I'm like noticing things like in the movie that I didn't pay attention to when I was younger. So yeah, it's always fun to go back for sure. For sure.
This is the man who replaced him, Kobe Young. He dribbles it.
And Young loses it. That's going to be Colorado ball.
6th committed to the Broncos.
We were watching and crying in public, watching Jay.
Jimmy, we mentioned it coming
We'll
out.
be all crying together, all upset.
Highest offensive efficiency team
Why
in
did
the
he have
Mountain
to go
West
out that
was
way?
Boise State this season. But give all kinds of credit to this Colorado
Oh,
defense.
man.
Cam Martin got a hand on it. 17 to shoot.
Yeah, Boise State at 76 points per game. You're absolutely right.
11 minutes left in the second half. We got ourselves a three-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 40-37. Colorado has the ball. And here we go. Side three, way off. That's going to be an air ball. Broncos rebound.
Normally you say you want your best player to put his imprint on the game, but it's just not who Dagenhart is.
High off the glass, doesn't go. Can't clean it up. And he'll get fouled.
Let's see if they put him at the free throw line as he got tangled up underneath with Ruffin.
Yeah, he's going to go to the line. Pretty good
And
drive.
Anderson goes to the line.
And then he comes back and finds a way to grab that basketball.
And now it looks like they're not going to.
Shout out to you, Cat Daddy. Listen, I just watched I watched the movie Noah too. That was another one.
Yeah, I thought one of the officials indicated that.
The one with Russell Crowe. I just watched that. And well, that was another one that I watched, years ago, but I just watched it recently. And it was so tough. Oh, what a shot. As that goes. It was so tough to watch when Noah had to make the decision on whether or not, he was gonna take the babies when they were on the ark and do that. For those who know, it was a very, very significant period in the film.
It's a one-point game. There's the post finally, and he will pass it out of there when he knows he's covered.
3 seconds to shoot. Kicks it out. Long three. That goes. What a shot. Just tosses it up. Goes in. De Silva hits. He has 17 points. It's currently 43-39.
What a fast release.
Colorado has hit only 3 of 13 for deep.
Shante, it was Noah. As Anderson answers
Coming away from the basket, that trip.
with the little layups there. Scores now 43-41. 2-point game.
2.5 assists per game, and that was a dandy.
DiTenzo, yeah. Yeah, the one with Russell Crowe.
A Colorado team that had won 8 straight before losing in the championship game of the Pac-12 Conference Tournament to Oregon. This one broken up. It's Anderson.
What a steal.
Ahead. This is
Martin, nice pass. Can't finish on the oop, but he puts it in and cleans it up himself. And now we had a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen, 43s. Yeah, Gladiator was a good one as well.
This is Ruffin bottled up on the baseline out of their leader Simpson. 3 to shoot. Hadley.
Yeah, you got to check out Noah, man. It was a good movie. That was another toss-up 3 that goes in. They're going to have to review this. This is insane.
I have to say, I thought it was still in his hands.
Oh, it's close.
That's going to be a close one to decide right there. Let me just.
Oh, did he get it off?
So the call on
The
floor is
fake.
a
No, he didn't. He didn't get it off.
So you have to have conclusive evidence to overturn.
And this ball has to be away from his.
Nah, he didn't get it off in time. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, they're not going to give him this, but that was an amazing shot.
Zeros and it's still in his hands.
Still in his hands. Yep.
Yeah.
Looking at the same
Yeah, no
readout that you are
basket.
looking at right now. And now
What
the
a
officials
shot,
are gonna
though.
Overturn the call. No basket. Shot clock violation.
That's a great secondary shot by our crew just then to get that look of it. Really perfect on the read.
This is where it starts to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it starts to get interesting. Never seen Noah. How old is it?
Great shot.
I don't know the exact year, but I'm assuming it was made
putting in some great work over these couple of nights.
In the last 15 years.
We are tied at 43, 8:35
at least
left in the second half. In this matchup between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Boise State Broncos.
Maybe 20.
You were right on
Maybe
that,
20. I'm
right?
probably
Your first impression was it didn't make it, right?
Maybe you're
not realizing how old this movie is.
rubbing off on me.
I hope not.
No, I think it's like 15 years. In the last 15, maybe.
Get some action going now away from the ball, too. Just don't stand over there and watch. There you go.
Stanley
This is Omar Stanley.
kicks it out.
Who's checked into the game for Leon Rice. Abo's at the
Abo, quick shot, in and out. Buffalo's rebound.
Keep firing, though. That shot in his mind went down.
2014, yeah. Figures in the last 15 years.
Pulled the string a little bit on the floater, and then a loose ball foul against the Buffaloes. It's on Simpson, his second,
Yeah, man, check it out.
and a fourth team foul.
Yeah, it's on
against
Netflix.
Colorado.
Check it out, man.
After the game, watch the Impractical Jokers publicly humiliate each other for your enjoyment. Next, after NCAA coverage. Up the floor comes Roddy Anderson III. One of the orchestrators for Leon Rice.
Quick pass inside.
De Silva on his back.
Martin kicks it up, loses it. Stanley will get it back.
Shot clock doesn't reset. It's poked away. Simpson a steal. Off the floor comes Hadley.
Hadley high off the glass, can't get it to go. Stanley will get it back.
Can't finish.
Bruce Almighty kind of made me mad, but I don't like movies that poke fun.
He went straight up there.
Yeah, that's.
Stanley. Boy, Meadow had it poked out of his hand.
I think that normally means that the movie is good, though. The movies that get you emotionally involved are normally the ones that are good. As this game is getting crazy, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 43-43. 7 minutes left in this second half. Quick timeout, commercial break. Yeah, some of the best movies, like I said, is the ones that grab your attention and really, bring in your emotions. But I was talking about Noah. Now, for those who read the story and know the real story or the Bible version, there's because I don't want to give it away. If you haven't watched it, I want you to see it. But there's a portion in the movie where he has to make decisions, and it's with life, and those are the kind of things that really resonate. And like I said, I watched the movie when I was younger. It came out 10 years ago, and I recently watched it and I was like, wow, to be in that state of mind to where you think so much of having to make this decision, and then obviously having to go back basically, 9 months later, and so much has changed over time, and how that, you understand how things change and how you once felt about certain things as far as from a moral point of view and a spiritual point of view, that you have to make that decision as far as when it comes to choice. It's wild. It's wild. It's something to talk about too. Like I said, if we were to do like movie reviews and all that kind of stuff, it'd be crazy. Especially when it comes to like movies like that, because that's huge. It's huge. Mikey says, was it the Titanic or Olympic that sunk my teacher like 35 years ago when I went to school? I was always told that it was Titanic. And that's a whole nother story. We talk about Titanic and the people that was on that boat and the people that was involved with the finances and all that kind of stuff. Oh, man. It's a whole nother story when it comes to the Titanic. But, like I said, if we ever do make another spinoff channel, this could be some stuff to talk about for sure. for sure.
Tristan De Silva has provided it tonight for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, and I like that catch and go.
The passion, yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one. You know, a lot of people don't like Mel Gibson, but, you know, he's a great director for sure.
Hanging around to be one of the best shots of the game because of how quickly he had to get it off with the shot clock against him.
Colorado has led by as many as 7. Boise State hasn't led since.
All right, so here we go. Boise State will inbound.
First half. They can retake the lead right here. The inbound to Meadow.
As Meadow kicks it out to Stanley. Stanley drives. And that goes. And now Boise State is up by 2, 45-43.
It's the 7:25 mark of the first half.
And even though he made one shot from the outside and then missed the other, you can still see him very, very confident with the basketball.
6 ties, 6 lead changes as these two teams go back and forth into the night.
Bradley kicks it out. Back inside to Lampkin. He gets doubled.
Not yet. There it is.
Lampkin poked away. It was Abo got a piece.
And that's going to be out of bounds. Broncos ball.
By Colorado.
Yeah, you notice that one bounce.
Shout out to Leslie.
In terms of the defense to really attack, but here's the confidence. Really going against 2 guys there with the close by O'Brien. And then let's see, tips it out of bounds. Yep, good call from the officials, but well defended also by the Broncos just then, and waiting for that one dribble and then double team.
All over me.
Well, I tell you what, Cameron
All right.
doesn't fill up a box score, but he makes so many impactful plays for his team.
Nice steal here for the Buffaloes.
There's one by O'Brien defensively just then.
We come up on the final 6 minutes of regulation. Can feel the urgency.
Pass inside to Bradley.
Little size advantage there if he wants it.
Simpson trying to turn the corner.
Simpson drives, can't get it to go. Rebound Martin.
Martin squeezes it. His 8th rebound of the night.
They just won't leave Degenhardt alone, though. They don't want him to get untracked here in the second half. And even down the stretch of this game.
Nice pass inside. Anderson can't get it to go. Clean up, easy shot. And now the Broncos have gained momentum. 4-point game, 47-43, with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in this second half.
For Degenhardt, it's only his 2nd field goal of the night. Boise State ratcheted up that interior defense. And then it's Degenhardt.
What a play. What a play. As these Broncos have now found some strength in this later part of the game. It's currently 47-43 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in this second quarter. Efren says, Colorado, let's go. Leslie says, I got Marquette winning it all this year in my bracket. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Leslie. Like I said, it's anybody's game. DiTenzo says, I dislike shorts, how it's moving to YouTube. TikTok ruined YouTube a little. Oh, that's another discussion and topic, man. You know, I feel like YouTube felt like they had to compete. And, you know, TikTok just gained all that market share. And that's why we're having the discussions now as far as it being banned and needing to be bought out. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how another business can completely make you change how you operate because they're getting market share. It's kind of crazy.
Miss, they lose it. Look at Simpson. Rip it back and stick it down.
As Simpson scores.
Staying on a play just then when it was broken probably twice. Great recognition.
KJ Simpson, 2nd in the Pac-12 in scoring at just under 20 a night. Massive play for Colorado.
I think O'Brien's going to be a factor for them shooting a 3 on one of these possessions for Colorado at the other end. Little action away.
Stanley, quick pass. Gets it over to Anderson. 4 seconds to shoot. Pass inside. Fakes.
Going into his bag of tricks. A tip won't go, and it's last touched by Lampkin.
And still
2 chances for Degenhardt.
Broncos ball.
Look at how it bounces out and puts the ball on the floor. Anderson put it on the floor with not knowing the situation there. Who was around them? Just a mistake putting it down until people cleared.
We're inside of 5 minutes left. Boise State with possession and a 2-point lead.
Nice little fade, and that goes for the Broncos, and it's now 49-45, 4-point game.
Remarkable shot, but sometimes we talk about separation from the defender with a fall away. He gets a huge amount of separation on this shot. Watch how far back. There's the contact. About 3 feet almost of separation to get that fall away to go.
What a player Abo has become. Remember, he was a part of Chris Beard's last team at Texas Tech. De Silva.
What a shot by De Silva, making it a 1-point game, 49-48.
This is a team that shoots the three at 39%, so that probably will be a factor if they can go to it.
What a night De Silva is putting together for the Buffaloes. Anderson, the curl, the floater, the miss.
Anderson's floater doesn't go.
For it. Boy, Hadley took a shot. Anderson now to Dagenhart.
Anderson shoots the three, doesn't answer, and it's going to lead to a foul, Colorado ball.
Loose ball foul, you're right. It's on Martin.
Shark Tank guy will buy TikTok.
The mask.
I don't think he's got the money for that, man. You know, there's so much money that goes into these social. I have a piece of hair that is killing me right now. And it's the worst because it's cat hair. With that said, yeah, I mean, TikTok's worth a lot of money. A lot of money. One individual is not going to be able to buy this thing. You know, that's even if it gets to that point. You know, if they have to get sold to somebody, it's going to be a conglomerate like a Facebook or a Google. You know, it's not going to be a one individual that can buy this thing, because TikTok's going to be worth, I mean, if I had to put a value on it, I mean, I'd have to say like TikTok's probably worth at least $20 billion, between 20 and 50 billion. I think that's a realistic evaluation. Just from the sheer amount of people and views and watch time and everything that's over there, it's crazy. So, yeah, one person's not going to be able to buy this thing for sure. TikTok is not bigger than YouTube. I got to look at the exact numbers, but we're talking about the fact of not just from like membership, but we're talking about engagement, right? There's obviously a ton of people that have YouTube. A ton of people that have Facebook, but there's a lot of people spending time on TikTok, and the problem is it's the younger demographic. So, you know, if you have control of TikTok, then you have control of essentially the younger part of the generation, and that's what a lot of people really aren't, you know, paying attention to.
Common foul against Martin, and actually no foul was called, so no whistle. That there should not have
Dude, since it was Yahoo, yeah, man. Yahoo was it when it first came out.
Has been cleared to play without the face mask. He is elected to continue to wear it. We've seen that, Jim, from a lot of guys.
Yeah, pretty good choice, right, when you get a shot like that.
1-and-1 for Simpson. Big free throw.
As Simpson is the first free throw.
Tied here in Dayton.
3 minutes and 42 seconds left.
These two teams sit in the brackets. Winner of this one, moving on to Indianapolis.
And hits the second.
With the Gators.
Nice guy to have, but the
1 point game, 50 to 49.
Simpson, as this game comes down the stretch, 87% free throw shooter, puts 2 away.
The Buffaloes have retaken the lead as we come up on the final 3 minutes. Simpson hounding Anderson.
Anderson with 10 seconds to shoot. Kicks it out.
Meantime, Dagenhart, their best player, is off the ball. Martin looking for him. Abo, 3 to shoot.
Abo throws it up. Almost goes. Colorado rebound.
And Dagenhart didn't even get a touch.
That's that De Silva matchup, too, defensively. See the spread in the corners here, too. Spiro both in the corners.
10 seconds to shoot.
It's O'Brien. 7 on the timer.
He's got to go by him right here.
2 best players on the floor.
Nice little fade. What a shot.
That's why you have 2 guys
as that goes, and the score is now 52-49, 3-point game.
Recognize that Dagenhart at 6'8" not going to be
Buffalo's up, and that's going to take us to a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Colorado riding the hot hand of their star, KJ Simpson. They're up 3.
Take control of your health by boosting your force.
Live stream? No, it wasn't. That wasn't a live stream. That was a video that Shay and Cal Williams did. Yeah, that was a video. Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, or Netflix copied from Google. You think so? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see where they may have gotten their ideas. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a good close game for sure. I think Colorado is the only stage you can smoke a joint in public and not get arrested. Oh, state. Yeah, I think so too.
Large and tall. The open floor.
There's your game reset. 2:30 to play. As we come down the stretch here in Dayton.
Rice back on the floor.
Rice kicks it out.
He's been on the bench a long time. Here he is going to fire. That's a deep shot.
Doesn't go. Colorado rebound.
You come in, you got to warm up a little bit, I think. You get a little run, a little quick trigger for him, even though he's a great long-range shooter.
This is the run for Colorado. 7 unanswered points after Boise State had taken the lead. Their first since the opening half.
Here's that matchup again. Let's see what he does this time.
Nice move, spins, jump hook, doesn't go. It's going to be short as Martin gets the rebound.
Dagenhart that time. He recovered on that first move.
Here comes Anderson all the way down to the box. They'll reset.
Yep, they have plenty of time with 15 on the shot clock.
Abo's been their high scorer tonight.
Abo steps back, kicks it out. Martin pass inside.
Right here. He's got to go with it.
Dagenhart double team, little hook doesn't go. Rebound, Colorado.
Simpson lost it underneath. He's
wow.
He was fouled.
Oh no.
Boise State basketball.
He tried to hit it off his leg, it looks like, and he hit it himself. So this will be Broncos ball. 3-point game.
Boy, this has been physical right from the start. High intensity. Which of these two teams wants it more?
Let me get the Silva on this, Spiro.
Minute 22 on the clock. 3-point game. Colorado 52, Boise State 49.
5th team foul against the Buffaloes and the 2nd on De Silva.
See it, he jumps right in his path.
Where does Boise State go here on a night that has been ragged offensively?
8 seconds to shoot. Stanley steps up, drives inside, off the glass, high, doesn't go. Rebound, Colorado. We're down to a minute. It is coming down to the wire. Who's going to take it?
We move inside of a minute. Colorado with possession and a 3-point lead.
De Silva kicks it out.
Now they let him run point forward just then.
Simpson on the attack.
And goes out of bounds. Still Colorado ball with 2.9 to shoot. 3-point game.
Surprised they went away. Tad Boyle's team went to De Silva as the point forward on that play. Watch for the quick catch and shoot. Have time for one dribble. And they've made one and had one called off because of the clock.
Leon Rice.
All right, so they call a timeout here.
Looks like they're going to go to the replay monitor, Jimmy, to try to get the clock straight to see if they're going to change anything. 2.9 on the shot clock, 35.7 on the game clock. Our officiating crew again, Michael Irving, Rob Riley, and Steve Devine. Leon Rice started barking towards the officials.
So when that ball hits the
All right,
floor,
it hit the ground
right
at 3.4. So it's got to go back to 3.4.
All right, so they are going to put some time back on. I think
that might be
just
like
over 36.
Yeah, I was going to say at least 3.1. Now it's at 3.5.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what it should have been.
Both teams to their respective coaches here, getting some last-minute instructions. Colorado has 2 timeouts left. Boise State with 1. Simpson, O'Brien, Hadley, De Silva, and Lampkin. With Simpson, the inbounder.
Yeah, the score is 52-49 Colorado. I don't know why it hasn't updated on the scoreboard.
Here's Hadley on a fade short. Lampkin is there.
Lampkin cleans it up at the last second, and now it's 54-49.
Not hit the rim, so Lampkin had to hurry. Unbelievable.
And that's why they're going to check it, just because of what you
There
just said then. So now they've split a pair of these, right?
Jimmy clearly from that.
Yeah, look.
Plenty
I mean,
of
the
time.
bucket's good.
Yeah,
What a play by Eddie Lampkin Jr.
Still a half a 5/10 of a second there.
Let's quickly bring in Gene. Gene, quick decision. They confirm basket good.
Yeah, and I think it's the irony, you know, we complain at times about them stopping, but if you look back now, they added 6/10 of a second when they reviewed before.
Yeah.
Now we look at this putback.
Oh, man, I get some water.
We were and how important really those 6/10s.
It says $1 billion, and the Pat looked at like he's crazy, right?
Because of the shot you just saw, guys.
$1 billion.
Good catch on your part there, because you're absolutely correct. Made all the difference in the world.
We thank Gene. So Eddie Lampkin, the 5th best.
Here we go. So Anderson drives.
And then Anderson dribbled it out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Touched it last. It's going to stay with Boise State. They're going to go to the monitor again.
Too.
Boy, what a potentially massive call this is here with Boise State trying to hold on. 28.1 seconds left. Boy, from that look, looks like it's off Anderson's foot.
Yeah, I was going to say the inside player, you know, with Simpson right here, he's not
The blue football field? I'm not sure. Do they have a blue football field? Boise State? I can check it out. Football field as we get to this quick timeout. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they got a blue football field. That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that. What? Yo. It's blue and orange. All right, well, that's different for sure.
Bench. The contingent that has made the...
Yeah, or a quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to you, Mikey. Much love, man. Always a good time. Yeah, man. You know, I just wish it wasn't so late. If it wasn't so late, I could have been a little bit more animated. You know, the kids are sleeping and got school tomorrow and stuff, so I can't be all like, like I want to be. Y'all know how I get. But we still here. That's all that matters.
Let's see when it goes out of bounds.
My question is, who's going to be the new head coach of Kentucky next season? It's a good question. I mean, right now I can't answer that because I'm sure there's a ton of candidates that could remotely be ready for that job. Kentucky Bluegrass is not blue.
It's a madhouse going for the steal. And within 3 seconds or so, 4 seconds, you want to make sure you get a foul.
Boise State has 1 timeout left. Colorado with 2, 28.7.
This is where you blitz defensively too, Spiro. Don't let the ball in. You just got to stick to your man. And somebody for Colorado has to want the ball. And I'm guessing Simpson really wants it because of his free throw shooting ability.
Da Silva inbounds. It's a steal. What's the call here? Boy, they say it's Stanley.
So you say he stepped out of bounds.
They're going to go to the replay monitor again.
I think there was a deflection, and was Stanley who caught the basketball.
Oh, this is crazy. All these antics right now. Since we got under, what is it?
They get it away from.
Since we got under a minute, there's been 4 stoppages.
Left foot on the line.
Yeah, his left foot is on the line.
That left foot of Stanley. What a break potentially here for Colorado. Just when
he stepped on the line. Wow.
Boise State had come up with a defensive gem.
Buffalo Bills should have a blue football field, Jay.
In this situation, and it looks like he's going to be, out of
do you
bounds.
think that'll help?
Look at the path. If he turns around, probably has an opportunity to get a quick hitter.
It's a solid question.
There, look at him coming right at us. The Silva was going to be a factor defensively, so it wasn't just like an open layup.
All right, come on now. Like, this is crazy. Every review doesn't need a whole minute to review it. Like, this is crazy. Like, are y'all trying to put in your last minute bets or something? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This is the 5th stoppage of play in the last minute.
It's a
5th.
great get with the left foot. And to Michael Irvin's defense, I know we get frustrated at times with multiple stoppages, but angles are everything. And Michael Irvin, who's covering that sideline, just gets screened by another player, so he just can't see that foot, and he wants to make sure he gets it right. And I know at times this gets frustrating, but look, this is too important. We've got to get them right. And
I mean, everybody sees the foot though, so what's the holdup?
Is confirmed.
Yeah, and Gene, I would just
all right, here we go.
Point just then, to my eye, he made the call immediately, and then said, "Okay, we're going to just double check it." So he was right the first time, I thought, with his call.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. And, with technology and the advantages we have, you want to confirm it if you can.
Yep, agree.
All right, here we go. Colorado inbounds.
Here's O'Brien on the run out. What a defensive recovery by Anderson.
Anderson with the block. What a move at the last second. 26.3.
Yeah, this at least keeps the door open for Boise State, because this is a
why wouldn't you fake that? You know he's behind you.
Inbounds the foul to Hadley. Takes another shot. Boy, he's taking some wax. 24.1 seconds. This is going to be a 1-and-1 here.
Shoots it at 84%. Really hasn't been that active on the offensive end. Good player, too. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Averages 12 points a game. Huge free throws.
So Hadley's going to go to the line with 24 seconds on the clock. And hits the first one.
For Javon Hadley, young man who grew up.
Scores now 55-49.
Playing with Chet Holmgren and Jalen Suggs.
And hits the second. Scores now 56-49. 7-point lead.
Now you just stay away, even if they take a layup.
Rice underneath to Dagenhart, 17.9. Watch out. Try to extend. Quick whistle. It's Anderson.
Tactical says, Jay, I'm surprised that Buffalo blowing up the roster. Franchise quarterback in place, and it seems y'all were retooled in the offseason. You know what the problem is? People don't like having the conversation of what it really means. It really means that the window has been closed. And it sucks to say that, but that's the reality. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, and a lot of people don't want to say it because, the truth is tough to hear sometimes. But, when you decide to blow up the roster and, get rid of the core players that got the team to multiple championships or AFC East championships, you know what I mean? That means that the window is closed. As Anderson gets it going, it's now back to a 5-point game, 58-53, 6.1 on the clock.
But the end of the road nearly for Boise State. They're down 5.
So, and that's the reality of it. And it kind of just sucks because, when you look at the opportunity that the Bills have had over the past, 4 or 5 years, we can point the blame at, individuals. We can point the blame at the coaching staff. Obviously, we know that the game the game is to be played in its entirety by the team. And unfortunately, I don't think Bean has been able to really craft a championship winning team. He's created a team that has been good to, do just enough. But he hasn't made a championship caliber team. So we'll have to see how this year goes.
Said Boise State out of timeouts, nearly out of clock, 6.1 seconds.
This is March Madness, but this is more like March Miracle right now to accomplish this for Boise State. Really need to come up with a steal rather than a catch.
Inbound to Simpson. They'll try to track him down.
So Simpson's going to get fouled, and then he'll go to the line. Shout out to you, Leslie. This is a great conversation, great content, and I'm glad this man will let us enjoy. Without a doubt, man. I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Ways to get that catch.
Crazy to think.
It's always a good time, always fun. And, we all love sports, man. We do this. This is our 5th March Madness season. Yeah, this is our 5th March Madness season, man. It's crazy.
Guy who's been doing this for a long time, coaching against one of his closest friends in the business, in Leon Rice. Final seconds are going to come off.
1-3 doesn't go, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Colorado Buffaloes will take it 60-53 against the Boise State Broncos, and the Buffaloes will move on. They will move on. This is a hard-fought battle. Hard-fought battle. Boise State definitely gave it their all. They fought. Just came up short in the end, and Buffalo's played a little bit more physical, without a doubt. So congrats to the Buffaloes for moving on. And I think the Buffaloes will play Florida State, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to you, Leslie. Tactical, yeah, man. It's good to be back. Feels good, man. Like I said, obviously, I wish it was a little earlier. Could have got loose, but it's all good. So Friday, you got Colorado versus Florida Gators. That's going to be a crazy one. Marquette at Western Kentucky on Friday as well. So yeah, Friday got some good games coming for sure. And I'm excited for them for sure. I'm excited. Tomorrow for me, what I'll probably do is I'll probably hop on with you guys and do some predictions. Like I said, I play between 7 and 9, so I'll be balling out. I'll see as far as what I can do schedule wise to see if we can fit a game in, but I will do a prediction video for sure. So make sure you're here for that. And then we'll figure it out. We'll keep it going. I got some stuff going on, but I'm gonna try to fit these games in the schedule, and if not, at least do a prediction video with you guys, and then we'll go from there. Without a doubt. Says, who do you got? Everybody says Connecticut or Purdue. I'm thinking Purdue, but we'll see, Leslie. We'll see. Shout out to you guys. Much love to the Ncaa. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I do thank you all for rocking with your boy Jay. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a good night. Peace out.